Hello class, this is Dr. Steve. I'm here with the Garden in a Bucket for 4-H hydroponics program, and I want to talk to you a little bit about the importance of agriculture. And I want to specifically bring up to you somebody really important in the agricultural world named Norman Borlaug. You may have never heard of him, but he's considered the father of the Green Revolution, which is another thing that kind of shows you just how important agriculture is. And you know how important agriculture is if you ate food today, because that food came from a farmer at some point, whether it was meat or some plant-based food. You owe it to a farmer that you had a food to eat today. And that farmer used practices that were largely developed by Norman Borlaug during the Green Revolution. Norman Borlaug was born in 1914, and he studied forestry and plant pathology. And plant pathology is a field that studies diseases that affect plants. Just like a doctor that helps humans, a plant pathologist helps plants stay healthy and make sure that they can produce enough food for us. And Norman Borlaug improved cultivars. And what is a cultivar? Cultivar is a type of plant that is used for commercial production. And they're developed by agronomists. And agronomists are people that work in a field that develops new cultivars for food production. And over the next few weeks, you get to kind of be like Norman Borlaug and produce your own plants. You're not going to be developing new cultivars, but you get to use the cultivars that have already been developed. So after Norman Borlaug went to college, he studied developing high-yielding wheat varieties. And he started in Mexico, but his work ultimately went to areas in Central and South America, Pakistan, India, the Middle East, Africa, and Eurasia. And what's really important about the work that he was doing was some of these areas during the 1960s were experiencing famines. And a famine is a period of time when the country is not producing enough food to feed its people, and people are starving. We can go to the grocery store today and get everything we need to eat, but what would happen if you went to the grocery store and there was no food there? And this was happening. And the work that Norman Borlaug did allowed these areas to produce enough food for the people to have enough to eat. And these high-yielding cultivars that he developed for these areas led to him getting the Nobel Peace Prize in 1970. And he's been credited with saving over 1 billion people's lives, and that's 1 billion with a B. So it's very important work that he did.